and we are going to have our day of fellowshipping with one another. And Brother Shabaka is one of the key people. He came down here from D.C., where he lives in Baltimore, but he is working with the group in D.C. that's organizing the day of activities that are going to take place on the 13th of August. All of this, my folks, is about sending a message to our children that there are responsible black people who not only love them, but care enough for them to do whatever is necessary to restore them their inalienable right to a childhood. That's our duty and responsibility as adult black people, to make sure that our children have a childhood. And that is what this is about. And we need to undergird this school. I don't foresee us getting in a situation where we're going to say to the other folks, keep your money, because it's not their money. Right. Black folks pay disproportionate amounts of taxes and other means of fueling the economy in this country. In fact, the economy of this country and the Western world was built on the backs of black folk. Absolutely. So we don't have to turn down any money. That's right. It's not their money. That's right. What we do have to do is be careful that we do not allow them to attach strings. And the folks who know me know. I've got a good friend who's a Jewish guy, rich guy. So rich that he took 100 of his best friends on an all expenses paid trip to Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. That thing cost over $1 million. This is for celebrating his birthday party. That's how rich the guy is. My wife and I were two of the only 3 black folks who were on the trip. That's how rich he is. But you ask Sister Dolores, Brother Ali, or my son, how much influence that rich Jewish friend of mine has on this school. I could have gone to him and got money to do things. But if there were some strings attached, don't need it. I told him and all of my other Jewish people that I come in contact with, before they open their mouths to say anything, Louis Farrakhan is a non-negotiable item. That's right. That's right. Because you see, they have a habit of saying to black folk, as a precondition of determining whether or not you are okay, we want you to renounce or denounce Louis Farrakhan. That will prove to us that you are okay. You don't get that here. Don't come this way with that. You see, don't come this way with that. Take that someplace else, but not him. You see, because what Minister Farrakhan means to me has nothing to do with you. That's right. And what you feel about him has nothing to do with me. There you go. Feel as you will. But Minister Louis Farrakhan is a non-negotiable item with this black man. Same here, Bubba. And it needs to be that way with all of us. We can't let other people dictate terms to us. There's nothing that they got to give us or to do for us that we need at the price of our soul. That's right. The Western world was built on knowledge and information stolen and otherwise appropriated from our ancestors. It's our purpose in life to reclaim that and to pass it on to our children. That's right. Amen. This walk is to highlight that. I'm not ego tripping. This is to highlight the importance of us reclaiming the responsibility for the education and development of our own children and the money to go with it. See, I don't concede stuff to other people. Not when they built a whole economic system, brother, on the backs of our people, fueled with the blood of our people. They don't have anything that belongs to them. That's right. But the terms and conditions, I learned that in real estate. Everything is not predicated on price. Sometimes something that appears to be reasonably priced might not be so reasonable when you look at what the terms and conditions are under which you take that price. Sometimes you're better off paying a higher price without any terms and conditions because then it's a clean break. There you go. So we set our own terms. we have the potential in this country to influence United States policy towards Africa and African people in much the same way, but for better ends and objectives than the Jewish community influences the policy and the practices of this government towards the state of Israel and Jews around the world. But we don't take care of that business. One of the reasons why it's important for black folks to provide the financing for this school is to show by example that we're willing to do it. We already know we can do it. Right. But we got to show that we're willing to do it. And if we're willing to do it here, then this can be replicated other places. That's what Sister Jennifer's responsibility here is. She and Brother Roger Madison and I are in the process of trying to bring together all of the African-centered educational initiatives throughout the country. So far we're at 40, around 40. And we're told that they're somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 in the country. But most of them don't even know the others exist. So everybody's toiling in the vineyard by themselves thinking that they're all alone. You know that scripture, if I be lifted up, I will draw all manner of men to me. We got to secularize that and culturalize that. And what we're holding up with this walkathon is meant to draw all of like mind to the banner of looking out for our children. These children deserve to have the kind of joy that I witnessed them having in the bounce house. We got to make a world of bounce house for black children. They can bounce and enjoy. That's what does. I want to thank you all for coming out here tonight and sharing this experience with us. I really wanted to have a full house for this sister because I was so impressed when I first witnessed and experienced her